What the fuck? Culture Club, bitch. What the fuck? Oh, shit. Damn. Let me do a little something. So, what the fuck is up? Blessings on top of blessings. Check me out, boss. Got the sun gleaming. Ra, getting my Ra on. What you know about Ra? What you know about Ra? What you know about yourself? How about that? What you know about yourself? It's 2020, baby. The year of truth. What is your truth? That's the fucking only question you have to ask yourself in the year 2020. What is my fucking truth? What do I want to accomplish in this lifetime? Because it might be your last one. Might as well do it right, do it big, go home. Or is it go big or go home? Either way. I want to talk about healing, right? Because a lot of us, we overthink healing. Self-healing, that is. Self-healing. We overthink it. And it's quite easy. Or, let me put this again. It's quite simple. It's never easy, but it's simple. Where is your healing at? I got 2 words. Inner child. That is where your healing resides. Find your inner child. And I'm going to warn you. Not out of fear, but out of love. When you find your inner child, you might not like what you see. You might not like what you feel. Because that inner child is fucking smothered by all your programming, all your self-limiting beliefs, all your insecurities. All that shit is weighing down on your inner child. And your inner child wants to come out. And your inner child probably comes out quite often when you're by yourself and you don't have any influence or any expectations to live up to or any masks you have to put on. So find where your inner child is and let him come out. Let him come out. How do you do that? How do you do that? Well, what would you do as a child? What would you do? What did you used to do as a child? You used to swing from trees. You used to play with swords and ropes, cowboys and Indians. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and play some cowboys and Indians, but do what your child wants you to do. Just say, inner child, how would you like to express yourself today? Would you like to dance? Would you like to sing? Or would you just like to be? You know, our inner child doesn't have a mask. It just comes out and just fucking is. It just is. So find your inner child. And then when he or she comes out and you feel that fucking insecurity that people are watching and judging you and fucking all that other negative shit, be aware of that. That's where your healing's at, within that. You have to ask yourself, why do I feel this guilt? Why do I feel this shame? Why do I feel this insecurity? And just listen. You have to listen. So many times we'll ask our subconscious questions or we'll ask spirit questions, right? And then our ego will jump in and fucking try to answer the question. If you get the answer too soon, 9 times out of 10, if the answer comes too soon, your fucking spirit didn't answer it. Your subconscious didn't answer it. Your fucking ego answered it. I'm not saying all the time, but you'll know. You'll fucking know. You'll just feel it. Like, oh, that's it. It's a feeling. You know, try not to overthink things. And if you do find yourself in overthinking, just know that that's part of the process. And you have to ask, why am I fucking overanalyzing something so simple? But pay attention. I do the same thing. I'll ask myself a question, like a deep question, and then I'll fucking just get some bullshit answer in the beginning. And then you'll find out that it wasn't your spirit, because spirit gives you very brief answers. It doesn't sit there and fucking conversate with you hours on end and try to talk you into how this is the reason. That's the ego. Pay attention to that. The spirit is going to give you one fucking quick answer, the best answer that it can give you, in the least words possible. Because a lot of times there's no words to express what spirit wants to deliver to us. You know, our vocabulary and our language is limited. So if you ask yourself them deep questions and you're getting answers right away, one of two things. You're just highly connected and you just need to trust yourself more. Or you haven't differentiated from what your ego sounds like and what your higher self sounds like. You got to know the difference between the two. That's why it's important to know what love is. Because love comes in many forms. Say this. It's the most important thing. Knowing what love is. So when you hear it, you know it. When you feel it, you know it. You just know it. You know? Love isn't always this wishy-washy ass lovey-dovey bullshit. Sometimes love hurts. Sometimes love can come in the form of someone turning their back on you. Or someone telling you about yourself. Someone fucking criticizing you. Someone fucking just... You get the picture. So know what love is. Find your truth. Your healing. Your healing is found within your inner child. Find out what it is that is preventing your inner child from expressing itself. And the moment that you fucking step into that, and you don't give a fuck what people want to judge you on or people's opinions, if people laugh or smile or grin or say something sly, it ain't gonna fucking matter. That's how you truly know your fucking inner child is healed. Think about a child, right? Think about a young child that is being silly and dancing and being goofy and making faces, you know? And you know, as an adult, you say something goofy to them. They just look at you and keep on going. That's it. They're like, I don't know what the fuck this person's talking about, but I'm having a good time. I'm just fucking dancing and singing and jiving, baby. And that's how you know your inner child is healing. You give less and less fucks about what people think and what people's opinions are. And you could fucking dance in the aisle of a fucking store. You could dance in the gym while lifting weights. You could dance in the fucking waiting in line at a retail store. It doesn't matter. You could just be. You could just be that fucking individual that you are behind closed doors when no one's looking. And that's where your inner child is. So when you're in your own comfort, your own solitude, and you could allow your fucking inner child to be free without having that mask on, become familiar with what that feels like. Become familiar with what that feels like. Because behind closed doors, you're not gonna really have, well, I take that back, because you could still feel shame just being by yourself, you know? You ever sat inside your head and like played out this fucking movie, and like you make yourself out to be like this fucking like this fly motherfucker, right? It almost seems like too much. Like you actually, it's a joke to you. Like you start cracking up, right? It could be you fucking like in your head and you're hearing this song, right? And you're singing this song in front of everybody and you're killing it and everybody's cheering you on and you got this whole fucking movie in the back of your head. And then you feel that fucking shame. We're like, oh, I'm retarded. Oh my God, I can never do that. How you doing? I can never do that, you know? Feel that. Sit inside that feeling and ask, why? Why is this surfacing? Why do I feel this way? Because our emotions don't lie. When we feel that way, by just being ourselves, there's something that is blocking it. There's something that like fucking suffocate in that. That emotion is suffocating our state of being. Because it's trying to tell you like, hey, you experienced something that you're not necessarily aware of, but you're still carrying the fucking trauma because you didn't fucking process it. So just pay attention. Don't judge. Don't judge what you fucking see or what, you know, well, you could see if you're very clairvoyant. Clear sentient, clear cognizant, whatever your gifts are. You know, some people hear better within their mind. Some people visualize better within their mind. These are all gifts, but we were never told they were gifts. We were telling them to fucking wake up, quit living in la la land, and grow the fuck up. But pay attention to these feelings that come along when you start expressing yourself the way you want to express yourself. Come familiar with that. And then whenever you have an emotion that is outside of that natural state of being that you typically feel when you are expressing yourself within closed doors, and fucking find out why you're feeling that way, why that's coming to the surface. And if you keep doing that, you keep questioning these emotions that keep on coming in, and you process them, and you say, okay, that I understand that happened. I was too young to understand why it happened, but now in my level of awareness, I could say that it happened from love. It happened to teach me about myself, you know? My whole life has been preparing me for what the fuck I'm doing now. And this is just like the beginning. This is just me kind of finding my footing, you know, communicating. We all have different gifts. You just got to find yours, but this is mine, you know? I mean, I just reflect back on my childhood. And like, I always like, why do I get in these situations where I'm always codependent on someone? Even if that's not my intention. And I just want to just be self-reliant. Why do I always fucking fall in these cyclical patterns of getting in these codependent ass relationships, codependent ass friendships or situations, circumstances? And I realize is I never was supported as a child. Never. Fucking never. And you know, my mom could watch this fucking video and it will hurt her fucking feelings. But she needs to know, you know? And just know that she did the best she could. So if she feels some type of way, she needs to sit in that and just realize, like, and just tell her, like, I did the best I fucking could. I was raised a certain way. I developed certain programs, and I fucking pushed them onto my children unconsciously. And all these parents are doing this shit, and they're not even aware of it. Does that make them bad parents? No, not one bit. It's part of life. And we got to go through these difficult fucking situations, these experiences. But I was never supported as a child. Like, I think, like, I remember one time in my life when, you know, beginning of my childhood, I was like 4 years old. I had a bedroom. And my mom painted the room, and I had bunk bed, or bunk beds, whatever you want to fucking call them. And then, you know, I had posters on the wall. That was my only room that I've ever had. And it was for like 6 months. And after that, it was either a fucking fold-out little fucking cot on the floor in the corner of a fucking, in the front room, if you're, oh, dart ass, front room if you're from fucking Chicago, or a fucking bedroom with fucking white walls and a mattress thrown in. I know you know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not the only one that went through this, but that right there, it makes you think like, wow, I wasn't fucking, you know, I wasn't really cared for the way I fucking felt like I should have, or whatnot, you know? And then all types of shit. That's just the beginning of it, you know? But those little things add up. And then you throw in those real traumatic experiences where you're fucking being abused mentally, verbally, in every sense. What's up, brother? In every sense. You're fucking just being abused mentally, verbally, and it's fucking, fucking hold on to that shit, not even knowing it. And then little by little, you become more and more insecure, more and more unconfident, more and more out your element, more and more suppressing that inner child. It sucks, but you have to go through it. It's painful too. And I've recommended cannabis. Cannabis is fucking really good for this, but you have to fucking use it right. Fucking, you're gonna smoke, go sit your ass down in a dark room, put your headphones on with some fucking healing music, Solfeggio frequency, it doesn't matter, fucking 528, some 417, whatever spirit sends you, spirit will send it to you, right? So if you already look up, say you already listen to healing frequencies, right? And you're like, okay, I'm gonna do this self-healing, I'm gonna fucking just rip this bong, I'm gonna go in my room, lay down, put my headphones on, spirit, whatever healing frequency that will fucking best serve me in this healing, I trust you. And then just go on your fucking news, on your YouTube feed, and the first fucking frequency that pops up, that's the one. And just put that on, sit your headphones on, and just become aware. Like, I don't know what it is about cannabis, but I fucking realized that I could hit that state where I'm just awareness. That's all I am. And I could feel it, and I know it's indescribable. So I really recommend you fucking check out this whole cannabis. Even if, like, you're not a weed smoker, but you want to fucking, like, accelerate your healing as best as you can, fucking go get you some cannabis, man, just for your healing. You ain't got to tell anybody about it. And you don't need much, especially if you don't smoke. I mean, one fucking hit. That is it. One. Like, and not even a full one. Not even a full one. Just hold it in. And before you do, connect to the cannabis. Connect to that spirit. Like, these plants have spirits. Kratom, fucking cannabis, fucking psilocybin, ayahuasca. There's all these fucking spirits in these plants. And it's important that you connect to them before you use them. And just say, okay, spirit, I welcome you into my temple. Please assist me with this healing. I am open and available for all the healing that you have to offer me. And set your intention that you're communicating with the spirit for self-healing. And just step into that awareness where you're not judging anything. You're just watching the slideshow. It's a fucking slideshow going on in your mind. And just watch what it has to say to you. It's going to play out a story. And sometimes that story is going to bring up these dense emotions. And the best you could do is just breathe them out. And you say, okay, why did I hold on to this? Whatever question comes to your mind, it's usually the first one. It's usually the first one. You know, people always ask, like, well, how do I become more intuitive? It's through trusting. Your intuition is always your fucking first thought. It's always your first thought. And then you start overanalyzing it. And as soon as you put it in your mind and you overanalyze it, you killed it. You talked yourself out of it. And now spirit has to come up with another fucking way to get through to you. Quit fucking putting logic to your fucking, your intuitive guidance, because sometimes it's not going to seem logical. Matter of fact, a lot of times it might cause fear, but it's not from fear. That's your program. That's your program surfacing. You know, and the ego's going to try to protect itself and say, no, you don't want to go there. There's pain over there. There's suffering. There's uncomfortability. Don't go there. But you have to say, you know what? There's only one way to the other side of my best self. And it's through this fucking pain. It's through this vulnerability. Step into that shit. We were always running from it. Always running from it. Where did that get you? If you're a fucking drug user and every time you had a negative, dense emotion and you fucking hit your bong or you fucking took a shot of dope or you smoked your fucking crack pipe, whatever you did to numb yourself, right? How long did that work? And look where you're at. You're still in pain. You're still suffering. You're still suffering. So it don't work. It's just a Band-Aid on a fucking bullet wound. It's time to fucking pull that motherfucking slug out, cauterize that bitch and move on. Because the pain is real. Sometimes, what's up, kitty cat? You sweetheart. Oh, yeah. I got this cat at the house. Oh, man. That's another fucking story. But cats are fucking spiritual beings. They're spiritual masters. And if you own cats and you have any connection to the cat, it's there. It's there to help you heal. To transmute your negative, dense emotions. Just Google, spirituality and cats. You'll be surprised on so much fucking knowledge is there. But yeah, just remember, no more running from this pain. Like, I'm doing it as well, but I'm mindful and I'm always stepping back into it and feeling it. I don't run from it. I might fucking eat a little kratom here and there. That's getting better. And I realized how much I used to think that I needed this shit. I used to think that I was like dependent. And in a sense, I was. It was like this one guy I knew. He was fucking, I didn't know him, but I heard of him. He was addicted to fucking a placebo, a sugar pill. And he felt like he needed it. And if he didn't have it, he was gonna be fucking sick. You know? And it was a fucking sugar pill. And that just goes to show our body will fucking, or our mind will attach itself to anything where it feels solitude because it doesn't want to feel that pain. And you just being aware of like, okay, I'm trying to run to pleasure because I'm experiencing pain or I'm experiencing discomfort. What is causing this discomfort? You know, that's why it's so important to separate yourself from people. Fast from people. You have to. In this healing journey, you have to fast from people. Go lock yourself in the room. If people ask, what the fuck, man? You don't, what are you, depressed? You don't come out your room? Say, no, motherfucker, I'm trying to find out who I am so I could be the best person that I want to be. So I ain't walking around here projecting my fucking hate on everybody, projecting my venom, spewing that shit all over. Because you know what? I came here to be somebody. And I came here to just be a leader and fucking be my best version. But I'm on this road right here and I think it's gonna get pretty noisy. So hopefully this video got through to somebody. Just know that all your healing is done through your inner child. You heal your inner child, everything else will fall into place. That's why you gotta focus on them first 3 energy centers. Your fucking root. Your root, fucking security and support. Your sacral. Fucking inner child. Your sensuality, your sexuality. And then your fucking solar plex, your power center, where your drive comes from, your motivation, your confidence, all this. Once you fucking align them, then you'll go right to the heart and your heart will open up. And then your throat. And then you'll start communicating your truths. And you'll express yourself regardless if motherfuckers' feelings are hurt. Fuck feelings, man. Fuck people's feelings, man. That's the motto. Fuck your feelings. Because you know what? Your feelings, they're illusion. You live inside your mind. It's a fucking illusion. But like I said, man, I hope this video wasn't too windy. I used my headphones, so we'll see. Either way, get your healing on. It's 2020, baby. We ain't got no time. We ain't got no time or no place or no room for any of that fucking baggage, any of that insecurity, any of that fucking lack, any of that fucking negative core beliefs, anything that is holding you back. Fucking throw that shit in your fucking, in your bag, in your mental bag. And then go fucking throw that bitch in the Dropbox. In the Dropbox for healing. Donate it. Say, this don't serve me no more. Gather all of it. You can do this in your mind. You got a bag, right? You got this big ass duffel bag in your mind. And then you're just thinking, okay, what do I need to release? What do I need to let go? What is not serving me? And then, okay, lack of confidence. Bam, throw that bitch in the bag. Bam, fucking, you know, whatever it is. I don't have to get into a list of things. Throw that bitch in the bag and donate that motherfucker to somebody that will serve. Because it no longer serves you. Either way, I'm just here doing what I came here to do. Do what you came here to do. And that's be you. Be your true self. And that starts from loving yourself. Accepting yourself. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Fucking accept it. Because it creates this fucking masterpiece called you. Love and light, baby.